Colorado's mountains are looking unusually bare this November. The iconic peaks, usually dusted with a fresh coat of snow by now, are instead showing off their rocky brown slopes. For many Coloradans, this is a jarring sight, a stark reminder that winter is off to a slow and troubling start. Statewide snowpack is at just 19% of normal, one of the lowest on record. In some areas, the snow is so thin it barely covers the ground, leaving patches of earth exposed where there should be feet of powder. This isn't just a minor dip, it's a dramatic shortfall that's raising alarms across the state. This isn't just a slow start, it's the 5th percentile for snowpack, meaning 95 out of 100 years had more snow by now. For meteorologists and water managers, these numbers are deeply concerning, as they signal a season that's already behind and may struggle to catch up. A stubborn high-pressure system has kept storms away, leaving peaks brown and ski resorts scrambling. The usual excitement for early ski season has been replaced by uncertainty, as resorts delay openings and locals wonder when the next big storm will arrive. Resorts like Arapahoe Basin and Breckenridge are open, but almost entirely reliant on snowmaking machines. These machines are working overtime, churning out artificial snow to create a thin ribbon of white on otherwise bare slopes, just enough to keep a few runs open for eager skiers. Machine-made snow can't match the deep powder Colorado is famous for, and it's only a temporary fix. The experience is different, harder, icier, and less forgiving. For many, it's a reminder of how much the state depends on natural snowfall, not just for recreation, but for its entire way of life. The lack of natural snow ripples far beyond the slopes, threatening water supplies and ecosystems downstream. Rivers and streams that rely on melting snow to flow through the spring and summer could run dangerously low, impacting fish, wildlife, and the people who depend on them. Snowpack acts as a frozen reservoir, slowly releasing water through spring and summer. It's the lifeblood for farms, cities, and entire communities across Colorado and the West, feeding everything from drinking water supplies to agricultural fields. A low snowpack now could mean water shortages next year. Reservoirs may not fill, irrigation canals could run dry, and cities might have to tighten water restrictions. The effects of a dry start to winter can linger long after the snow finally falls. So, while skiers hope for powder, farmers and city planners are watching the skies just as anxiously. Everyone from outdoor enthusiasts to those who rely on water for their livelihoods is hoping for a shift in the weather pattern. All eyes in Colorado are on the forecast, waiting for signs of snow and hoping that winter will finally arrive in earnest before it's too late. When snow is scarce, Colorado's mountain towns feel the economic chill. Hotels, restaurants, and shops depend on winter tourists, but a dry start means fewer visitors and canceled bookings. Resorts spend millions on snowmaking, driving up costs while only a few trails can open. This means less revenue from lift tickets and fewer hours for seasonal workers who rely on winter paychecks. The early season, especially Thanksgiving and Christmas, is crucial for building momentum. If snow doesn't arrive in time, businesses face a financial hole that's hard to recover from. The entire community, from ski instructors to bartenders, feels the strain. That's why the upcoming storms aren't just about skiing. They're about economic survival. Everyone's hoping for a snowy turnaround. There's finally a shift in the weather pattern. Good news for Colorado. The high-pressure ridge is breaking down, letting in a series of storms from the Pacific. 3 storms are forecast before Thanksgiving, bringing much-needed snow and colder temperatures. This storm cycle could be the turning point, arriving just in time for the busy holiday week. Colder air means lighter, fluffier snow, and ideal conditions for snowmaking. Resorts may be able to run snow guns around the clock, rapidly expanding open terrain. The mood is shifting from anxiety to excitement as forecasts call for inches, maybe feet, of snow. This could lay a strong foundation for the season, drawing tourists and boosting the winter economy. Everyone's hoping this is the start of a snowy trend. The first storm is already hitting Colorado, favoring the southern San Juan Mountains. Resorts like Silverton and Wolf Creek are set to receive 6-12 inches, maybe more on the highest peaks. This early snow lets southern resorts open more terrain and attract powder-hungry skiers. Central and northern resorts will see lighter totals, but every inch helps. Fresh snow covers the man-made base and, with cold temps, helps expand terrain. This storm marks the end of the dry spell and sets the stage for more snow to come. It's just the opening act in a promising week. A second, smaller storm arrives Tuesday, bringing another round of snow, especially to the southern mountains. While not a blockbuster, even a few inches help build the snowpack and keep the momentum going. Resorts like Telluride and Purgatory benefit from back-to-back storms, solidifying their base. Central and northern mountains get light snow and, crucially, continued cold for snowmaking. These smaller storms are vital for keeping the mountains wintry and operations efficient. This second system bridges the gap before the main event later in the week. It's another step toward a real ski season. The third storm is the one everyone's been waiting for, especially along the I-70 corridor. Arriving Thursday and lasting through Saturday, it's expected to bring heavy snow and cold air to Vail, Breckenridge, and Winter Park. Early predictions call for feet of snow, not just inches. This could transform the early season, opening up vast terrain and burying the man-made base. The timing is perfect, just before Thanksgiving, promising epic conditions and a surge of visitors. Resorts hope this storm will kickstart the winter economy and erase memories of the dry start. It could open advanced terrain and set the tone for the rest of the season. All eyes are on this powerful system. Dry starts aren't new for Colorado, but history offers both hope and caution. Each winter, the state's mountains face a familiar question: will the snow arrive in time? For skiers, snowboarders, and everyone who depends on winter tourism, the stakes feel personal. But for farmers, city planners, and water managers, the snowpack is more than recreation. It's a lifeline for the year ahead. Looking back, years like 1999, 2000, and 2016-17 began just as dry, with anxious eyes on the sky and empty slopes. Then, powerful storm cycles swept through, blanketing the mountains and bringing the snowpack back to near-average levels. These turnarounds remind us that Colorado's weather can change dramatically, and that a slow start doesn't always spell disaster. However, not every year gets a happy ending. The winter of 2001-02 is a stark reminder of what can happen when the storms never come. That season, the snow stayed away, leading to one of the worst ski years on record. Resorts struggled, local businesses suffered, and the lack of snowpack triggered a severe summer drought that affected water supplies and agriculture across the state. The lesson? Winter is a marathon, not a sprint. A few big storms can change everything, but nothing is guaranteed. Each week brings new hope or new anxiety as weather patterns shift and forecasts evolve. The unpredictability keeps everyone guessing, from meteorologists to mountain locals. The next few weeks are critical. Will this be a comeback year, with storms piling up and slopes filling in, or a repeat of past droughts? Meteorologists are watching the jet stream, hoping for favorable patterns, while ski towns cross their fingers for a turnaround. The upcoming storms could be the turning point, bringing much-needed snow to the mountains, or they might just offer a brief reprieve before dry weather returns. Every flake counts, and every forecast is met with anticipation. Across the state, everyone's watching to see which historical path this season will follow. Will it echo the dramatic recoveries of the past, or the disappointments of drought years? Social media buzzes with updates, and locals swap predictions at coffee shops and lift lines. The stakes are high for skiers, businesses, and water supplies alike. A strong snowpack means full reservoirs, healthy rivers, and thriving communities. A weak one can ripple through the economy and environment for months to come. The weather now will shape the rest of the season, influencing everything from recreation to agriculture. Each storm, each cold front, and each sunny day plays a role in the unfolding story of Colorado's winter. Colorado's winter hangs in the balance, teetering between hope and uncertainty. As the season unfolds, all eyes remain on the mountains, waiting to see what story the snow will write this year. This year, La Niña is in play, a climate pattern that often favors Colorado's northern and central mountains. La Niña steers the jet stream to bring more storms to the I-70 corridor, boosting chances for above-average snowfall. It's not a guarantee, but it stacks the odds for a snowy season. Some of Colorado's best winters have happened during La Niña years, though there have been disappointments too. The upcoming storm cycle fits the classic La Niña pattern, especially with the third storm targeting the north. If this trend continues, it could mean a strong winter ahead. La Niña is a big reason for optimism, even after a dry start. Colorado stands on the brink of a major weather shift. The air is thick with anticipation as residents, business owners, and winter sports enthusiasts all keep a close eye on the forecast. For weeks, the state has waited, watching the skies and hoping for a sign that winter is finally ready to arrive in force. Now, 3 powerful storms are lined up, poised to deliver a much-needed blast of winter just in time for Thanksgiving. Meteorologists are tracking their every move, and the energy in mountain towns is palpable. These storms could be the turning point, bringing the snow that everyone has been waiting for. If these systems deliver as expected, they could lay down several feet of fresh snow across the high country. That means ski resorts could open more terrain and the real ski season could finally launch in earnest. For skiers and snowboarders, it's the moment they've been dreaming of: powder days, open lifts, and the thrill of carving first tracks. But this isn't just about skiing or snowboarding, it's about the economic health and vitality of Colorado's mountain communities. These towns rely on winter tourism to survive, and a strong start to the season can make all the difference for local businesses, from hotels and restaurants to gear shops and guides. A snowy Thanksgiving weekend brings more than just fun on the slopes. It brings revenue, jobs, and a sense of hope to towns that depend on winter visitors. Families gather, friends reunite, and the local economy gets a much-needed boost as people fill hotels, dine out, and shop for holiday gifts. The difference between a green and white holiday is dramatic, measured in millions of dollars and thousands of seasonal jobs. When the snow is late, resorts sit empty and businesses struggle. But when the snow arrives on time, the entire region comes alive, bustling with energy and opportunity. While a full recovery from a slow start requires consistent snowfall throughout the winter, this upcoming storm cycle is the perfect way to kick things off. It's a chance to erase the early deficit, open more runs, and set a positive tone for the months ahead. Resort staff are working around the clock to prepare lifts and trails, hoping to welcome eager guests. For many, this snow could mean the difference between a tough season and a successful one. The excitement is contagious, and optimism is building with every flake that falls. For Colorado, this is more than just a weather forecast. It's a shot at saving the season, restoring livelihoods and bringing communities together. The stakes are high and everyone is watching to see what the next week will bring. The next week will decide if winter is truly back and whether Colorado's mountains will once again become the heart of the season's celebrations.